Hi! Wanda Stephenson has a career spanning from architecture to interior design. Some of her achievements, to name a few: the Jamaica Pegasus, the Courtly Hotel, the Knutsford Court, Sunset Beach, and well, numerous homes. She's done a magnificent redesign job on the house behind me, so stay tuned. We'll meet Wanda when we come back. I'm Nadia, and you're watching House Proud. Hi, Wanda.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Welcome.
Nice to finally meet you.
Yes, welcome to House Proud.
Thank you.
So we are in this luxurious home. I haven't even seen the entire thing, but take it away. You've done so much to the home, I understand. So I guess the ball's in your court now.
It's been a treat. This project is really wonderful because this house was an existing property, and about 25 years ago they had a well-known Jamaican architect redesign it for their tastes of the 80s. So after 24 years they thought, time for a change, and they sourced me out, and I got involved, and we just took like tea. And this foyer is wonderful because this supporting column and the beams, we've made them a little more decorative by adding some poplar moldings, and purposely have left them natural so that the crown molding and everything has a much more earthier tone because we're in the ground floor foyer.
What's the purpose of putting moldings up though?
To soften the edge because it's concrete, and to give the color some texture. And when we did this lovely earth tone terracotta brick color, then the fine green behind me, the color changes. To break it up, we did the pilaster with the crown molding. And that's one of the details that I really enjoyed working out. And it's one of these on-site decisions, which sometimes turn out to be the best instead of planning and planning and planning.
Well, I see a couple of things in here, pieces already that I want to make mention of. One is, what exactly is this particular window?
This is a fantastic work of art that they collected on one of their trips to India. And to add definition to this space, because I love the staircase, you'll notice that the staircase is quite contemporary. And we just mirrored it.
It's a mirror.
And created a window. So you have the outdoors reflecting. There's beautiful details on the white metal.
Themselves.
Right. And then we added some track lights and positioned them appropriately for highlighting the works of art. But this crown molding detailing is something that people can consider because it's a product that you can buy and cut it to make it look like a capital. And then even though this is a small space, you think, well, why bother to mold it? But it just gives more definition to it and character. Normally people would have a lovely Persian rug parallel to the wall, but to soften all the straight hard edge of the architecture, we've turned it a slight angle and then softened the steel column. I love this structural work of the stairs with this beautiful pot. Now, this is a work in progress, so the color of the steel supports, the stringers, etc., will be in an appropriate finish paint of the same color as the wall. And then the floating staircase will
Pop out more.
Right, yes. This is a wonderful detail that I inherited, and it's a great way to give privacy, definition, light, and also expressing design by local craftsmen in Jamaica. Leaded glass in various water ripples effects, and these medallions of stone, and they're stone on both sides, not just flat. So it's quite three-dimensional. I love it. I think it's wonderful. And the soft tones of the amber with the clear glass, and yet you still maintain the privacy without being too strong.
Further down this little passageway, we come to what is called their recreation center.
Because this is a nighttime space, we're going to make the walls a little darker. The gorgeous faux finishing is terrific, and it was done by a local artist in Jamaica, and she's really good. But it needs a little more depth of field, right? Because they bring their guests in here for pre-dinner drinks, and then they have dinner upstairs, and then they come down afterwards to watch TV or entertain. And the three spaces are quite exotic. I love the lighting, cable lighting, which is a wonderful thing to use. I've used it in clients' entertainment areas before because it's directional and it's a clear white light.
And it moves along the green.
You can position them. These are the short leg. They have ones called daddy long legs, which for higher ceilings, and they have longer steel rods on the copper cables. This area has a color that in the third area that is relevant to the same color in the foyer, and that brings an interaction to the two spaces. The wall unit houses the TV and the audiovisual presentation material, and the end wall unit is a clever display and concealing of exercise equipment, and he just pulls it out when he needs to do his exercises.
That is so handy. I mean, I've gone to some houses, Wanda, and I tell you, the set has been sitting down there, hasn't been used, collecting dust.
I know, and they look so horrible because they are in black and gray or white and black, and it doesn't really relate to this color concept. The soft tones in the lighting is also wonderful, the beaded shades. And you notice I've twisted the rattan sofa at a slight angle, again to relieve any bowling alley effect or straightness.
Right.
And the sweet little table here with the Thone chairs, those chairs were designed in about the first quarter of the century and earlier. But the table was just a plain wooden table, and so we added a faux finish technique to the base, the pedestal base, and then stained the top in the pinwheel effect with a darker mahogany stain.
In past episodes, Wanda, we've featured a lot of numerous antiques. One in particular, planters chairs, and I see that they have two in this area. They're also, I understand, very expensive.
Yes, they are, and they're quite beautiful. This is one type of planter's chair where it has the studded, a very thick leather back and seat in a slung manner. You can also swing your leg over this arm, and this is a very simple cutout shape without any carving. Sometimes they have little rosettes and carving details on them, but the feet have almost like a King Edward leg to the chair.
Right.
This other planter's chair is really unique, and this is a special one. These are very rare to find, very difficult.
Yes.
And it's from their private collection.
Wanda, I must say that the warmth, the color, the terracotta color, and amongst all their wonderful collectibles, it's really warm and inviting down here.
It is. I appreciate how it brings up these light fixtures, and it highlights them beautifully. That the previous, there's another young lady that did this work.
So it's really a work in progress still, and many hands have been in the pot. Well, we gotta take a break. When we come back, we go upstairs and see what Wanda has in store for us. See you soon. Wanda, you've extended the green color throughout the entire floor and the casing for the stairwell. I just love this green. What color is it?
It's a gorgeous color. The name escapes me because what we've done in this whole project is every color we selected, we picked more than 2 colors and did test samples, because you should really look at color in the morning, afternoon, and evening because the characteristics change. This wall of art is from his relative's Trinidadian artist who recently passed away.
Yeah.
He's a well-known Trinidadian.
Excellent, very cultural guy.
Very cultural. It's beautiful. The colors are fantastic.
These chairs,
Right.
whoa, they were originally mahogany.
Mahogany, yes. Now, If our viewers heard me say I painted mahogany chairs, they would
They were
say,
gonna
"Wicked
scream."
woman!"
Exactly.
But mahogany is, besides a beautiful wood, a very gorgeous wood to carve. So we painted them in this lime green and then did a copper metallic glaze over it. And the client went and purchased from abroad some silk plaid because
just love
I
the
gave her some
fabric.
inspiration
It's
to
so
work with.
bright and
It's
often
lovely.
adds more color into the room.
It's a nice counterpoint to the wall color. And then this little carved piece was also a natural dark stained table. And in a pinch, I just took the Carduco, the metallic paint, and
That's automotive paint, right?
which is very hard naturally because it's for cars and it's very durable. And the beautiful mirror was purchased locally, and then I have some copper metallic paint, and the faux finishing artist toned it down because it was a little too gold. And it would have been too yellow against the green wall because this is a green family of colors. Isn't it gorgeous? The beading is a
just-
very
yeah.
classical touch, and then it's got this deco effect with the rippling frame and then the
like
balls, you know? I just love it. This is a wall unit that I designed for the clients. They had in the design 24 years ago, a very 1980s effect of a display unit, which was very contemporary. And now she's gone into a traditional Caribbean look.
Tell me a bit, Wanda, about the molding on the two entrances.
Oh, that was interesting because I inherited French doors and I said, do you really need them? Because it was making too much of a statement in the room. And well, we lock up at night. And I said, well, you know, you have a very good system here, so maybe you should consider just taking the doors off. And they agreed. And I double molded with the timber molding, and it's poplar. We painted it white, and then this faux finishing artist from Montego Bay, she's fantastic. She came and spent some time here, and I gave her a tiny little chip of a marble, a green marble, and she's replicated it absolutely perfectly. And then that carving of the shell is something that you can buy, and so we did this effect of a pediment over the doorway. So these are grand entrances and exits to the dining room.
I also love the cushions on the set.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah. What would you call this area, though, Wanda? We've met our entertainment center. This would
This
be
is
what,
their
the living room?
formal
living
lounge.
room.
They sit here and listen to the music, and after dinner, or they also come out to the veranda and enjoy themselves. The lattice work is reminiscent of the Demerara shutters, where they're hinged at the top and they push out. This also offers them an element of privacy from their neighbors, so they can be out here lounging, entertaining, and relaxing, and have a very private space. This is their lovely dining room.
This is fabulous.
The walls were done by another faux finishing artist in Kingston, and the ceiling was a tray, but we improved on it because we took out the tongue and groove board and then put in plaster, and it will get a lovely Provence kind of mustard shade and highlighted in white with the moldings. So it'll have a rich, warm, entertaining feel to it. The break front with the china, we added lighting. We repainted it black, but we did a rich red background to liven it up because it was too dark. And the étagère behind me, which has her collection of china, is a former mahogany whatnot. And remember the carved piece
yes.
outside? It's that same metallic carved
Automotive paint.
And it just gives it a lively spirit and doesn't take away from the work that is displayed there.
You had mentioned to me about the flooring, that you had redone the floors.
Yes, it was a parquet floor in Guangzhou, in the typical squares that Guangzhou was coming in 30 years ago, 20 years ago. And we removed it and put the jatoba, which is a rich, warm red brown, on a diagonal to make the room wider, and then added the inlay of bamboo. And so this is white bamboo, and then a border, almost like a carpet, of plain planks of the same jatoba to create a design for the room.
In the kitchen, here we are, one of my favorite places to be. In a quick thing, you are planning also to do a little bit of refurbishing in here. What exactly?
Well, we inherited the tiling. I say we, meaning the rowy me. I liked what the architect had done with these skylights, so I've retained them, right? The ceiling was formerly chocolate brown, so, right. And it made it very cozy, but we wanted to have a
Dark?
fresher.
Was it dark?
Yes,
Dark.
it was dark, but plenty of lights, but it still was dark. This cobalt blue color is what I added. The cabinetry was pine, regular yellow pine, and so we had the doors taken off, sanded, and pickled in this blue. Cut out 3 doors and put in the mesh so that you can see within, and added pulls to the doors because they really were opening with rebates on the doors, and I just thought the pulls would add a nice touch.
Wanda, we're still yet to see the sleeping areas of the house. So you know what? I think we better get to that right now. Follow us. We're en route now to the bedroom areas or sleeping areas, right? There's one particular thing you told me about, this corridor.
The passage.
The passage.
It's like a gallery because they have a wonderful collection of Caribbean art, and we started fresh. We took everything off the walls. We maintained the living room color into the passage, and then we rehung everything in its new home. But we're in the study home office with a bathroom en suite, and it has a nice animal print theme to it that the owner has done.
Wanda, we're at the end of the passageway, and to the right is an existing bedroom. Beautiful blue.
The faux finishing on this wall, these walls for the guest bedroom are gorgeous. The soft voile or lawn type curtains are fabulous. This was done by the owner, and I think she's so creative. The bathroom ensuite is in a butterscotch tone, and to make the round window pop out and the lozenge-shaped mirror be more dramatic, I'm suggesting that they paint the walls a butterscotch color to match the tiles. And the soft blue, if we'd done blue, then it would be too much blue for this, for the suite. So,
but you could also do a lighter shade. If you did a lighter shade of blue, then would that work?
Yes, except it'll then be broken up, and I think to have it in more of a monochromatic feel, the one color syndrome, it'll be nicer, more drama.
Wanda, the neat thing about the pool and its location is if that particular room were for a guest, you know, it would be so convenient to have it right very close.
Plunge in, yes, that would be fabulous, The future plan is to create a nice undulating wall with a fountain coming off the wall into the pool. So that'll be quite exciting.
As for the pool, I don't see very often pools with a dark blue.
Yeah, it's a rich color.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very sensuous, very inviting.
Behind us now is the interesting piece, a little cottage and it's used for the guests. I understand it's also under renovations right now.
Right. It's and it has the gazebo look about it, so it's very much into the garden, and it's a lovely room.
I like that idea though.
Yes.
So if you do have a guest, maybe it's an in-law coming over, whoever, and they're actually out of your house. Not that we want them out of the house, but it's very private. You know?
I think the architect and the client did a wonderful concept there.
too.
Yes.
Wanda, you've used colors so well in this particular home. What's your guide, and how do you even start identifying what colors to put where?
Oh, that's sort of an easy question. You really get to know your clients when you have these discussions with them, whether they're a couple or a corporation or a hotel, and you take a note of what colors they like and don't like, and the fact that they have a propensity to certain colors. And you also look around their environment. If they don't have a color preference, then I just use my intuition.
Well, you've done a fabulous job, and I
Thank
had
you.
a wonderful time today.
Wanda, yes. Gotcha.
It's been my pleasure having you on my program.
Oh,
and
it's been a delight.
I hope we see you again one of these good days.
That'll be nice. I'd enjoy that.
Good
It's been
stuff.
fun.
Well, I hope you've had as much fun as Wanda and myself. Thanks for viewing. And until next time, may God bless your home. Ciao for now.